Cops often engage in confrontations with people because they think the people are unaware of their own civil rights, which allows the officers to boost their egos. But what happens when they stumble upon real experts in the law? Today we're watching what happens when educated citizens humiliate clueless cops. Let's go to the video. You don't need to be a law expert to understand that taking photos is protected under the First Amendment. Yet some cops still don't seem to get this. For instance, there was a man who was just taking pictures and filming in public, and someone called the cops on him, claiming he was causing trouble and disturbing the public peace. Instead of telling the caller that the man wasn't doing anything wrong, the cop showed up and wrongly accused him of being on private property, even though he was on a public street the whole time. Some cops really need to brush up on their knowledge and educate themselves more if they want to serve the public properly.
No. I'm not drawing resources. When people call and say there's a dude taking pictures right here, it would be better if you guys would just educate and say there's nothing we can do. It's public. He's taking pictures. She even told me this was private on camera. This is not private. How come I can go back on it then, ma'am? Ma'am, how come I can go back on this? Hold on. Why would you even come? Why would you come? Do you agree? You just said this is private. This is private? I'm not listening to him. Is this private? Is this private? Because I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm going to go back on it. Look, I'm on it. Is it private? Is this private? Listen, what is it? Still Smitheram. Is this private? Is this private? Is this private? Taking pictures is lawful business. It's called the First Amendment, gathering content for a story.
Let's go ahead and pull up 602 of the California Penal Code.
Go ahead.
And let's see where it describes either lawful business.
I know 602 like the back of my hand. It's not 602. Let's pull up, hold on. Let's pull up United States Supreme Court cases that this has been tested time and time again. Many of them. This has been tested time and time again. Look them up. Look them up. The thing is why I'm irritated is you guys should already know this, right? Where I see ignorance in an officer that has 2 stripes to walk up and say you're being detained. Look it up. Look, Google it. My lawyer sent me probably like 15 different cases to know. Look it up. It's as easy as Googling it. I'm on private property. Are we good? I would rather highlight officers. I'm not anti-police at all.
When they arrived, they told the man he was being detained, but didn't even give a reason. It seemed like they were more upset about their authority being challenged than about any actual law being broken. And the number of police cars that showed up for just one guy with the camera, it was totally over the top. This kind of situation shows that some cops are way too quick to flex their authority. They could really benefit from better understanding of the rights of people they're supposed to protect. It's important for everyone, cops included, to remember that filming in the public is a right we all have.
I'm actually pro-police, but when I have a ignorant officer coming up detaining me for taking pictures, it's that's where we draw the line. That's where we get mad. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What'd you respond to then? Somebody on public property? Somebody on public property? That's the thing, and this is what we see too, where when you're wrong, you won't admit it. It would be better if you just say, hey, we were wrong. You could be here, you could take pictures, as long as you don't go past the gate. Sorry, we're gone. That would be better. That's what we want to see, but look what you're doing. And look at how, like a waste. This is just a waste of resources for a dude with a camera. And what was the last one? What was the last one? What'd they call for? Because I'm going to get the radio chatter. You know that, right? I'll get a copy of it. Ask what the last call was for. What was it for? Somebody taking pictures? What did they call about? I want to. Somebody taking pictures?
I'll actually pull it up for you.
But was it somebody taking pictures? Smitheram, was it somebody taking pictures? Show me. Let's see it. Man, so ignorant. I wish you guys would do better. Try harder. Just learn the laws a little bit. 148G. That's the only one you need to know when somebody's taking pictures on public property. What? I am. The thing is what you know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say you got schooled. They're going to write in and call and file complaints on you because you detained me without a lawful reason to. So it's not just for a camera. You got to understand, I got hundreds of thousands of people behind me that help with this. So we could change what you guys are doing for the better, hopefully. See the good in it instead of being ignorant and mad that you got caught doing it. That's what I wish you would do. Can we train her not to detain people for taking pictures?
Now, here's a video about a rookie cop who got a call because someone was filming around town. The man with the camera, just to make a point, asked the cop if it was illegal to film buildings. The cop told him it seemed a bit suspicious to film the government buildings, but that was just his opinion. The man wasn't threatening anyone, he was simply exercising his right to film in public. Now, just because the cop finds something odd, it doesn't mean the man has to stop doing it or give up his civil rights. Cops are supposed to follow the law, not their personal feelings. When the man filming asked the rookie for his name and badge number, the cop seemed annoyed, but gave it up because he was being filmed. If he wasn't on camera, he might not have shared his details, even though that's part of his job.
Are you threatening to detain me for recording?
Correct.
Are you threatening me for recording? Am I detained or not? You trying to intimidate me?
No, I'm trying to talk to you about why you're filming all these government buildings.
Is that any of your business?
Yes,
Why?
because we got a call for service for it.
For recording buildings? Is that illegal?
It's usually a little bit suspicious when people are filming government buildings.
Is suspicious a misdemeanor or a felony?
Why you gotta be smart on me, dude?
I'm asking if it's a misdemeanor or a felony, dude.
I can talk to you about harassment. That's a misdemeanor.
What the dude, what's your name?
My name is Deputy Swatsworth.
You're gonna try and make up a crime for recording in public?
Harassment?
Deputy what?
Swatsworth?
Swatsworth, huh?
No.
Alright, are you done?
No.
You're gonna keep this up?
I just want to know what you're doing, dude. If
I told
just
you.
are filming things for no reason, tell me. Just be
What the
honest.
hell do you think, man?
I don't know.
Hey, what's your name, man?
Can you answer my partner?
I asked what your name is.
Deputy Wallace, can you answer my partner?
Deputy Wallace, thank you. You got your body cams on, clowns?
Yeah, we do.
Good.
So why? That's all.
Where's your
just wanna know.
supervisor?
Up the road a little bit.
Is he coming down here? Okay. Why don't you guys just leave me alone?
All you
Have I
do
done
is
anything
ask
illegal?
questions. No, but there's a call for suspicious activity. so I
Okay,
can't
then go
just
talk
hang
to
out
whoever
on the road.
called.
I did. It's dispatch.
Then go talk to them.
I did.
I didn't call
On the
you.
radio.
I didn't call you. I don't want to talk to you.
Usually people get called on don't call.
Okay. Well, have I done anything illegal? You've said multiple times I haven't done anything illegal.
But then, another cop who came up as backup refused to give his details. It looked like his ego got in the way, and he didn't want to back down even if it might cost him his job. This kind of behavior shows how some cops can be really stubborn and take things too far. When the man with the camera followed the backup cop to provoke him a bit, calling him stupid, the first cop stepped in and accused the man of being too aggressive. But what was really aggressive about it? It seems like they were just looking for a reason to make a big deal out of nothing.
I'm just asking
So,
a
all
question.
right, I'm going to go that way, okay?
Okay, you can talk to my supervisor.
I don't care to talk to anybody. You clowns can go away.
Okay.
What's up, man?
How's it going, man?
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. I like your little thingy there on your leg.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's cute.
Thanks.
What's your name, man? What's that? No? Your name is No?
Yeah.
Your name is Nod? All right.
Yeah, here.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
All right.
trying to detain me, so you might want to train him a little better.
All right, man. Have a
All
good
right,
one.
you too. I appreciate it, brother. You're pretty stupid, aren't you? Yeah, you're pretty fucking dumb.
Hey, man. Don't be rolling up on him like that, though,
Shut up,
okay?
dude. There's nothing illegal about me walking
You're
up
walking
here.
pretty aggressive towards him.
I'm not aggressive. Shut the hell up and get out of here.
How does any of that language not aggressive?
Dude, you guys are clowns. It's your first rodeo? Get in your truck and get out of here, you stupid clown.
I don't know the word you say either, dude.
All right, cool. Let's hang out. You got anything to say?
I've said everything I need to.
Yeah, say something stupid into the camera for me.
Something
Oh, you already did. You've been saying something stupid ever since you got here, huh? The longer you stay here, the dumber you look. I don't care, though. I mean, for me,
really don't need it, dude.
yeah, you tried to detain me, though, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah. And you aggressively walked up on me. Good. Yeah, smart man. You're a smart man. You're a dumb man. You're a freaking idiot, dude. You're a clown.
A cop pulled a man over and immediately asked him to roll down his window and hand over his ID, but shouldn't cops first explain why they've stopped someone before giving out orders? The man rolled down his window, but pointed out that he didn't really have to since it was his car, his property. He also chose not to hand over his ID, standing up for his Fourth Amendment rights. The cop then asked what the Fourth Amendment was and what rights it protected. What can you really expect from a cop who doesn't know basic constitutional rights? It's disappointing, especially since all cops swear to uphold these rights at the start of their careers.
Windows are now rolled down. You're on video. Under threat of arrest, I rolled them down, all right? You don't even tell me what you pulled me over for.
I haven't had a chance to.
You're supposed to come to the window. And these aren't supposed to be down. They're supposed to be cracked. The law states I have to produce ID. Not roll the window down and hand you my property, for one. For two, now you're violating my Fourth Amendment right.
You have no
Sir,
probable
what
cause
is
to
your
search the vehicle.
Sir, what is your Fourth Amendment right? And have
To
I
feel
even
secure in my person's, house's, papers, and effects.
Fantastic.
You're gonna be
That's
be
great.
famous. If I were you,
So,
I would,
hey, you
I
know
would
what?
get
I
back in your
believe
car and
the
leave.
United States Constitution, which is why I keep a copy of it in my pocket at all times.
I probably know more than you do, sir.
Fantastic. I'm not concerned about
All right, I'm not
who
gonna
has
answer.
more knowledge.
Hey,
sir.
I'm not
Listen,
gonna answer
I
any
don't
more
care about-
questions.
Listen to me.
Write
Just
me a
stop
ticket
talking.
for whatever. No, I'm
Sir,
not gonna stop talking. I have
so
a
I can
freedom of
explain
speech.
the reason for my stop, or do you want to continue to be a petulant
You're not gonna do
child?
nothing, bro. You're gonna
Listen for you.
you're gonna and get sued.
I am not
Or
trying
you're
to
gonna
arrest
get back in your car and get back to work. I'm not paying you to stand here and talk to me for bull.
you and lying.
You have to have probable cause to pull me over. What was the reason?
No, sir, listen here. I stopped you because you have dark tinted front windows. I could not
How
see
are you
any
gonna
other
tell about
vehicle.
tinted windows in the nighttime?
Sir,
You sound
listen to me.
you sound you can't see tinted
Fantastic.
windows at nighttime.
Okay, so that's the reason why I pulled you over.
All right,
Can
go
you
for it.
please produce your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance of the vehicle? And outside of that, I'm not interested in searching you. I'm not interested in arresting you.
You can't look in
You're
the car.
elevating
You
your
already
stop
did.
for absolutely no reason.
Okay, I'm gonna give you both, all right? Since you're being a dick, there's both.
I
There's
don't
my
even
ID
understand
and my
how
driver's
I'm
license.
being a dick. It makes no sense.
You're pulling me over for window tint at nighttime. You can't see windows at
Sir, you
nighttime.
drove it through my field of view.
You didn't-
I don't have radar. I'm a deputy sheriff.
Exactly. I was doing 30. And that's the speed limit.
The man told the cop that he should have a solid reason for the stop if he wanted to ask for an ID. Realizing he needed justification, the cop suddenly claimed he stopped the car because of its tinted windows, but this excuse didn't hold up. First off, having tinted windows isn't illegal and definitely not a reason to pull someone over. Plus, it was nighttime, making it even harder to see the tint. This just made the cop look silly. It's a problem when cops don't remember the laws they're supposed to enforce. They need to understand that their job is to protect people's rights, not infringe on them by making up reasons for a stop.
Why are you even talking about that? Now you're just
Because
blithering
you
on
got
about
behind
things
me
that
over
make no
tinted
sense.
windows at nighttime. That makes no sense.
Sir, okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna make sure you're not America's top 10 most wanted, nothing crazy like that. You're not on probation or parole.
Yeah.
Please provide your registration, proof of insurance, and I want to get on out of here. All right, sir. Everything's good with your registration.
Yeah, I know it is.
That it's all valid and everything's good with it.
I know it is. I wasn't lying.
Okay, well,
That's not in the car because I took it out and forgot to put it back in here.
Listen, dude, it's not a question about whether you're lying, you're not lying, whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
Contacted thousands of people, and people told varying levels of the truth.
And I can lie either way.
I'm not saying
Because
you
you haven't
will,
actually tested
but
this
I
yet.
decided to just make sure, okay?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna give you a ticket.
And you can't give me a ticket. There's nothing to give me a ticket for.
Oh man, dude, can I just finish so you can go?
I'm gonna go regardless, bro.
I know, man, but you just keep carrying on to try to look awesome. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna give
I'm
you a
awesome.
ticket.
I know I'm awesome.
I'm glad you are.
There's thousands of people that agree with me too, so
I'm glad.
keep dabbing your mouth.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear
Like,
what
what
you
were you scared for? Why didn't you come up?
said. Sir, the reason why I asked you to roll down your windows is because I don't want to get by somebody who could be potentially.
You shouldn't be a cop then if you're that scared, bro. You should not be a cop if you're scared of getting.
So-
You pull cars over for a living and you're scared of it?
So fear is a primal instinct that's kept humanity alive for hundreds of thousands.
You should not be a cop if you can't
So
approach a
with
car
that being said,
and do your job.
to you, I would suggest that you remove your window tint.
There's no
Always
window
have
tint.
a copy of your registration in your vehicle, okay?
Yep, it's valid though, right?
Yes, it is.
Right.
It's good. It's good until June. All right?
Yeah.
Have a good day. Enjoy your YouTube channel. You guys have a good one.
Yep. Have a day.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Go do your job right. Stop people. Yeah.
A cop noticed a man walking his dog around the police campus and decided to approach him to ask if he was a student there. The man explained he wasn't a student, he was just walking his service dog. Even with his questions answered, the cop didn't want to end the conversation there. He went ahead and asked the man for his ID. The man, knowing he hadn't broken any law, refused to hand it over and asked the cop why he needed it. Instead of backing down, the cop jumped to the kind of accusation you might expect from someone too eager to exert authority. He claimed it was suspicious that he saw the man walking his dog around campus regularly. But isn't it reasonable to think that a local resident might have a usual route for walking his dog each morning? The situation escalated when the cop claimed that cops have the right to ID anyone near the campus. The man, feeling uneasy, asked to speak with the cop's supervisor. Surprisingly, the cop refused, even though it's actually part of their job rules to call a supervisor if someone asks for one, no matter what the cop thinks of the situation. The cop clearly needs a refresher on his responsibilities and the laws he's supposed to uphold. A simple request from a citizen for clarity or for a supervisor's input should be respected, not dismissed, right?
Sure,
Conversation. What can I do for you, Mr. Pratt?
Yeah, just seeing, are you going classes here? You taking classes here?
No.
No? Okay. I see you every day just walking the dog.
Uh-huh.
And just wondering if you were taking classes or just going to
No.
just walking to the
I'm
campus.
just a citizen of Waco, and I walk
Sure,
my dog in the campus. This is my service dog.
Sure.
Okay.
Do you have your ID on you?
No.
Okay.
Is there a reason you are asking.
That's exactly why I'm asking. You're walking through the campus, and I just
Yeah.
see you every day. Just kind of wondering, if you're just out exercising, or you're a student that just exercises?
I'm walking my dog every day.
And that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
You've done nothing wrong.
Okay.
Just
Great. Okay.
What's your name, bud?
This is Gracie,
I'm gonna wrap that.
and I'm a good citizen of Waco, Texas.
Sure.
We'll leave it at that. There's no need for that. Have I broken the law?
No.
Am I suspected of a crime?
Part of the education. Slow down a second, all right? No, you haven't done anything wrong. I'm not
Okay.
here to arrest you or find anything about you, okay?
Okay.
Slow down just a little.
Oh, I'm slow. I'm
No,
good.
apparently you're not. So, part of the education code, hold on for the bus. Says that anyone on campus on a campus, higher education, can be identified, and an officer or someone in authority can ask for someone's ID. Okay.
Okay.
So out in regular town, if it was a consensual encounter like it is here,
Right.
then
Is your police chief available?
You can wait till I complete my sentence. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Out in the street, you don't have any necessity to stop and talk to me. But here on campus, the education code says that if an officer or someone in authority asks for your ID, you have to give it to them. Okay?
Okay.
Because this is not the same thing as a neighborhood street. Does that make sense? Right? Does that make sense? That we don't.
I don't know the code, so I don't know if it makes sense.
Okay.
Even when he was clearly in the wrong, this cop just kept making things worse for himself. He argued that all cops like to know who's hanging around their campus, but what they want and what the law says are two different things. The trouble really started when the cop insisted again on seeing the man's ID. In a clever twist, the man asked the cop to tell him the exact penal code, and then, if all was clear, he would hand over his ID. You can imagine what happened next. Complete silence from the cop. He was totally stumped. The man broke the silence by once again asking to speak with the cop's supervisor. But instead of using this as a chance to correct his mistake, the cop doubled down. He claimed he didn't want to waste his supervisor's time since he only needed to identify a person. This shows how little some cops seem to care about the rights of the citizens. For this cop, asking for an ID from a man who hadn't broken any law seemed like a trivial matter.
Does that make sense? That we would like to know who's on our campus and who's not.
Well, this is a legal matter now, right? So common sense doesn't come into play. Now we're talking legality.
Well,
So
if you don't know that, I'm not sure why you're concerned about it being a legality issue. No one's trying to sue you or arrest you or anything like that.
but you're asking me for ID. Can you tell me the code so I can look it up right quick?
Yeah.
Or get your supervisor here?
I'm not going to waste the time of my supervisor to come out here just because I'm IDing someone. What is your name, sir?
Please call your supervisor.
I'm not going to call my supervisor. You can just tell me your name.
My name is Bob.
Okay, Bob what, bud?
Could you please call your supervisor?
No, I'm not going to do
Can
that.
I call him?
Sure.
Okay.
I can't keep you from talk with him. And he's, I'll ask for his name. He just doesn't want to tell me his name. And he's been a nice guy. He just doesn't seem to want to.
I told him my name was Bob.
Yeah. You don't have any identification?
I don't carry identification.
You got a full name?
Yes.
Well, you know it.
Is that a law or code?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Police officer asking for identification, you're supposed to give it.
What code is that?
10-9.
A law.
What code is
What law is it?
it? We are peace officers.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
If we ask you for identification, we gotta have your name
Have I broken a law?
and date of birth.
Have I broken a law?
You haven't broken the law, but
Okay.
that doesn't make a difference.
Well, I thought
So
you
I
had to break a law or
explained
witness a
to him-
crime.
I was explaining to him that the education code says that no matter breaking a law or not, he has to give us his ID or tell us who he is. And it's not that he's being mean or anything about it. It's just
Even though another cop came as backup, the two of them couldn't convince the man to hand over his ID. When they realized they were up against someone who really knew his rights, they finally decided to call their supervisor. When the supervisor got there, the first cop immediately started to defend his actions and tried to make the man look bad. But when the cop mentioned that the man wouldn't give up his ID, the man jumped in to clarify things. He told the supervisor that he didn't mind giving up his ID. He just wanted to be sure there wasn't an actual law that required people walking through the campus to do so. He explained that he wasn't trying to cause trouble, he simply wanted the cop to show him a law that said he needed to carry his ID next time he walked near a campus. The man's calm and knowledgeable response must have caught the first cop off guard. All the cop expected was to show his authority and maybe boost his ego. Instead, he found himself being outsmarted and humiliated in front of his boss.
You've been a nice guy so far. I'm not trying to just make you leave. I don't want it to be where you don't come back. We don't mind you walking your dog with your service dog and having a good time exercising. We just want to know who's on our campus.
Okay.
So I don't want to give you the easy out and tell you just walk away. I didn't stop you because you're a bad guy or a good guy. I just don't know you. That's all it is.
Okay, my name is Bob, and this is Gracie.
Well, you and Grayson, hang on just a second. You wanted to talk to my supervisor. I guess he's on his way over here.
Okay. Let me get out of the street here.
I'm trying to look up that.
Yeah, no, that's great, yeah. Hi.
Hi, how are you, sir?
Okay, my name is Bob, and this is Gracie, my service dog.
Clayton Williams.
Clayton, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Hey, Chief, so I have seen Bob walking the past few days here on campus, and he's just exercising, not doing anything wrong. He's having a good time on his headphones, walking through campus, and came out just to have a consensual encounter here with Bob. And when I talked to Bob, he wants to know if he's broken a law or if he's being detained, and I tried to explain to him that in the education code, despite this being a consensual encounter, that when an officer or someone in authority asks for his identification, he's supposed to give his.
That is an education code, and I was asking what code it was. That's all. So I can be educated. That way I know if I go on the Baylor campus, I need to bring an ID so this doesn't happen again.
Right.
You know.
Right.
51209. Sorry.
That's fine. Thank you. Because I don't have my book here with me right off.
I had to go back in some documents. 51209.
So this is not a private campus, but it is a campus of higher education, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And Bob, let me just kind of preface what Officer Pratt was saying. Some of the things that I like to do is called community policing, going out and talking to people. If you're on the campus here, we like to know what's going on. Speaking with you, it's not that you violated the law. It's just that we're out here trying to interact with the public,
right,
and see what's happening. So
great.
That's all we're doing.
Yeah, excellent.
So it's not, I mean, just because you're walking your dog or whatever, we're not out here saying you committed any type of crime.
Okay.
If you know anything about the community policing program, it's out getting with the public.
Yes.
So that's all we're doing.
Okay.
When a cop spotted a man filming a prison from the sidewalk, he lost his cool. He didn't realize that the man was actually just exercising his civil rights deliberately to see how the police would react. The cop fell for it hook, line, and sinker. He immediately said it was suspicious for someone to be filming a prison, but being suspicious isn't the same as committing illegal activities, right? Despite this, the cop became more aggressive and even claimed that he had enough reason to arrest the man. Thinking he had intimidated the man enough, he then demanded his ID. You should have seen how annoyed the cop got when the man refused. He quickly called for backup, acting as if he was dealing with a major criminal. The worst part was that this cop didn't seem to understand how the law works. He just thought wanting to identify someone was enough to detain them. But to detain someone legally, there has to be a law that has been broken, which wasn't the case here. The cop then tried to justify his actions by saying he needed to identify the man for his own safety. But really, how can a cop feel threatened by a camera? After all, cops are the ones who are always armed and usually have backup around, so the cop's claim didn't make much sense.
That's enough for an arrest, right?
To be detained, all I need is reasonable suspicion. Right? And I believe my suspicion is reasonable because you are taking pictures of the jail, which
That's
could be,
not against the law.
but it's still suspicious activity.
That's not against the law.
You have ID on you.
So can you tell them that it's not against the law to record? I have a First Amendment protected activity.
No, you can record.
I do this all the time, man.
Yeah, good. Record me.
Oh, so you must be aware of us, huh? Of what we do? We go out and we do First Amendment audits, man. And you're failing right now. What's your name?
Why am I failing?
Valenzuela?
So you're my card, you record.
Yeah, sure.
So
we go out and we do this to educate people like you, dude.
For now, yeah.
We have a First Amendment. And also, I don't have to give you my ID because that's my Fourth Amendment. Do you know what my Fourth Amendment is?
When you're being detained, it's enough to ID.
No. I have to commit a crime in order for you to detain me.
To be arrested.
Where's your sergeant?
My sergeant's in jail.
Can you call him?
No.
I need someone above you that knows the law.
No. You can call
Officer, do you know the law? Royal? Can you let them know that I have a First Amendment protected activity?
If you don't give me your identification, you can identify yourself, I can detain you and put you in handcuffs to make sure you're staying in the jail. I don't know who you are. It's for my safety. You're recording the jail. You could be looking for soft spots in the jail. We just had a break.
You know, I'll sue you, bro. Like, I have a lawyer, man. I have a lawyer. You do what you want to do. I have a First Amendment plus a Fourth Amendment.
I understand that.
I have a Fourth Amendment.
We can argue this in the courts, okay? Because that's what's going to matter. So, do you have your ID?
I don't have the ID.
You do have the ID?
No, I don't. I didn't commit no crime. I didn't commit no crime.
You're not under arrest.
Exactly, I'm not under arrest because I'm not breaking the law. I'm not breaking the law.
You don't want to give me your identification.
I don't have to. I need your sergeant. I need your sergeant right now.
I'll call him.
I'd appreciate that. I need that officer right there. I have a Fourth Amendment. You're gonna get sued, bro. I'm telling you.
Sue me.
You might not think it's gonna. You're recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Awesome. I have a Fourth Amendment protected activity. I don't think this officer understands what that is.
I'm just trying to identify you to make sure that.
But for what? You can't just go up to people and want to identify them just because you want to. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. Yeah, explain something to me.
So the reason why it's suspicious activity and why it's attainable is it's reasonable suspicion, right?
No.
No?
Recording is not suspicious.
No, I'll tell you why though. It's not just recording. It's the totality of the circumstances.
It's suspicious misdemeanor or felony?